Well, General Manager, I've got a message for you.
Beautiful.
You say Law and Order's will return. You say the party is over.
We'll talk about the big
The party may have just begun.
You know, last week on Raw, we talked about the fun.
You might have just sealed your own fate.
One of those recipients of that.
Be wary. Be careful of your word tonight. God's warriors are everywhere, and God just might send His warriors
for the evening. He would come face to face
to destroy you.
I'll take 2 cans of tuna fish.
Raw General Manager.
A protein shake with extra protein for the big guy. And a big bag of beef.
Your circuits.
How about a hot dog?
Your megabytes, your gigabytes. Make sure you know who they are controlled by. God or Satan. Because if your circuits are controlled by Satan, and if Satan tries to control your circuits, and if he thinks he can control the megabytes and the gigabytes, God already knows what you're gonna do tonight. And if you even think about trying to let Satan and his demons loose, God's warriors will be around the ring, and there will be a ringside. And by the end of Raw, it might be you who God's warriors take and cast into the pit of hell, burning with brimstone, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And it might be you who hear the screams of the demons, and no one can come back and tell Bray Wyatt what to expect. But if you try to let Satan and his demons rule tonight, the only thing you will hear is the bleeding of your own mega giga, and the bleeding of your own bites, echoing against the wall of hell.
Right now, with the odds being a whole lot,
and as your megabytes
the authority being out of
and your gigabytes, and as you hear the bleeding of your own, the sound of your own
it's going to be a war in so many different ways.
beating electronics, as you hear the sound of, and you hear the bleeding of your own sounds, as you hear the bleeding of your own.
There you go. Yeah, that's the big guy.
Voice.
We have to remember that Ryback, when he first broke onto the scene, made one of the most major dents in this country.
And you hear Satan say,
That Feed Me More caught fire. He was involved in WWE.
you are here in my domain now. And you look up and you see a hole, and you see God, and you see God's warriors, and you hear the pit of hell slam shut. As you try to claw your way out of hell.
See another rivalry that has been both
Even if Bray Wyatt tries to take you out of hell, he will only hear the screams and the bleeding of their own computerized voice. And he will know what to expect. I warn you, Raw General Manager. God's warriors will be around, and they can attack at any moment. All they need is the word from God. But mark my words, by the end of Raw, you, General Manager, will experience something you have never experienced in your life in the WWE Universe. We'll be cheering. I will be watching. I will be watching to see what God does in God's warriors. This might be a night, Raw General Manager, that you will never forget. God might decide to destroy him. God be praised.
And I dissect your body with steel chairs. I'm gonna teach you, boy. I'm gonna climb up.